All right, we are speaking to Northview head coach Marcel Perez. He is a 1998 graduate of Northview. Coach, before we get into all that, what does it mean to you to lead your alma mater to a CIF title game?
Actually, it's a great feeling. Being a Northview graduate, being a Northview guy, growing up here it's an amazing feeling just to be still part of this community and be part of, the program.
Okay, so I'm going to go back to the last week of the regular season. All you have to do is beat 1-8 Los Altos to win the league outright. You don't do it. I'm sure people outside of this facility thought, okay, Northview's going 1-out. You had to go on the road. Next thing you know, you're basically the last man standing with St. Francis. What did you guys? How disappointing was that loss? But what else? What did you learn from that loss?
You know what? That loss came at a right time, I guess. We had to get a little bit healthier. We had taken some starters out. We had put in guys that hadn't played all year, gave them an opportunity. And again, it was just trying to get our team, ready for the playoffs. And once we got into the playoffs, like I said, we were able to get some guys back healthy, and we've been clicking ever since.
But do you kind of feel like, you kind of mentioned it, but do you kind of feel like it was like an odd wake-up call that, hey, we're a really good team, but if we don't play our best football, we can lose?
No, absolutely. And even in that game, we played for a half. It was 28-0 going into the second half, and we made some adjustments, made some stuff happen. But like I said, it was a good eye opener, and hey, anything can happen in the playoffs.
All right, so we move on to the playoffs. All three games have been score-wise, been pretty comfortable victories. Last week you played a team, and you watched them the week before, right, against Covina?
We were at Covina.
What were you able to do that Covina wasn't the week prior?
I think, I'll be honest, I just think our guys believe a little bit more, and they felt they could go in there and win, and there was never a doubt. It was our turn to go get it done. So
without having been there, but getting some stats that you sent me, obviously you guys ran the ball like crazy, which in turn kept their offense off the field. How important was that time of possession battle?
The time of possession was huge. I want to say, that first drive, we went down, scored. We were able to get another 3 and out, and then our offense was back on, just chipping away. And again, we controlled the clock. We controlled the field possession. We hope, we did a great job overall.
So assuming, you're playing a St. Anthony team that just scored 49 points, the semifinal round, is it going to be, without giving away too much, how similar to last week is this week's game plan?
I'll be honest, we keep telling ourselves, as long as we fly around on defense, protect the ball, and stay together as a team, I think we could, have a great night.
Yeah. Discipline, limit turnovers, all the things that it takes to win football games. Can you talk about some guys that have, I you have a ton of guys who have contributed, but, let's start with your defense. Who last week was, you held them to 27 points under their weekly average. Can you name some, if you want to name all 11, I'm cool with it. Who are some guys that really stepped up defensively?
Like you said, I think at every point of the game, it was the whole defense. Our D-line, Leonardo Ramirez, Luis Madrigal, Anthony Troncoso, Daniel Santillan, Jose Espinoza, then our linebackers, Angel
Go ahead and name them.
Adrian Gonzalez, Ronald Tebow, and then our secondary. Anthony.
Can you name them as well?
Yeah, Aaron Silva, Mikey Cervantes, Eric Seiss, and Stephen Carlin. They've been playing lights out the last 3 weeks.
Okay, I think I was looking at how do you say Medina's first name? Is it
Cheo?
That's what I thought, but as a white dude, I want to make sure. He seems like just an amazing workhorse. The number of yards he's got this year, the number of carries, the number of touchdowns. How big has he been this year?
He's been huge. He has definitely matured. He's a great kid. He's a great leader. He's been working his butt off. When we're on defense, he's on the sideline trying to get the sideline to chant and, give us run ball calls. He's been a great asset to us this year.
What have you done in the playoffs that's than maybe even you did in the regular season as a team?
As far as?
Anything. Special teams, defense. Is there anything that you're doing well, like you're absolutely peaking right now?
I think our defense.
Okay.
Our defense believes, and we got into this playoffs knowing that the teams in the playoffs were good at what they did, and we think we're good at what we do. So we're very excited about our defense, and like I said, if we keep flying around, swarming to the ball, we're gonna have a great night.
What makes you most proud about this group?
The fact that no one believed. I even want to say people in our own
campus.
Circle, yeah, probably didn't believe that we could do this, and even though we struggled at times in the season with everything that went on, this group stayed together. This group kept believing, and this group, there wasn't nothing that was going to split them.
Well, when I saw the score with the Covina game, and then knew you guys were driving out to Palmdale, I thought at the very least it was going to be a really close game, but that Palmdale had, like on paper they had to be considered the favorites. But you guys went in there. You said you scored on the first drive. I mean, all that matters is what your coaches and your players think. How important is that they are all believing in one another?
No, absolutely, and I think we've done a great job as a staff, making them believe and letting them understand that we believe more than anybody. Like this team, these coaches, there is nobody outside this circle. It's us, and we're going to keep believing and doing what we do.
So last question, not that you're going to have to beg people to come out, because this school gives great support for their athletic programs. But what do you want to tell the people that come Friday? What do you want to tell them? Even the people that are on the not sure if I'm going or not. What do you want to say to your fans?
I think if they come out, they're going to see a great game. They're going to see a disciplined Northview team that's ready to go win a championship for their community.
Okay.